In Liquibase 4.32, we provide two distinct distributions of Liquibase OSS and Pro, which provides a holistic setup experience that leads to purposeful releases and fewer regressions for Pro users. So let's get into the details of upgrading to Liquibase Pro as a Docker user. The main difference in the new setup is that Pro requires a valid license key to utilize all features, whether they're OSS or Pro features. First, you want to ensure that your machine meets the requirements listed here, so you can pause the video now to confirm before continuing. Specifically for Docker users, you'll want to ensure that the Docker daemon is running. For Windows users, Docker daemon starts automatically when you open Docker Desktop, and for Linux users, you should run the sudo systemctl start docker command to start the Docker service. So if you need to, you can pause the video here and go check those things before continuing. So navigate to your CLI and pull the Liquibase Docker image from Docker Hub into your setup by running the docker pull liquibase/liquibase command. Apply the Liquibase Pro license key by first setting the key as an environment variable in the CLI. Here's the syntax for both Windows and Linux users. This example is for testing purposes, but we recommend using a secrets management tool like HashiCorp Vault or AWS Secrets Manager to keep Liquibase license keys secure. Now we'll run the docker run command listed below that specifies the license key as an environment variable. Ensure your database URL and changelog-file are included in the update command. So let's briefly cover everything that this command carries out. First, you'll run the specified Docker container. Then pass the Liquibase license key from your local environment into the container as an environment variable. Then you'll mount your current local directory into the container. Then specify where the official Liquibase image is coming from in Docker Hub. Specify the JDBC URL connection for your database and map the hostname in Docker to your local machine. Specify the username and password credentials that Liquibase needs to connect to the database. Specify the main changelog file that contains the list of Liquibase change sets. Specify the search path for Docker to find the changelog inside the Docker image, and then run the update command to update the database. So let's run the provided docker run update command to connect Liquibase to the database in Docker. Once the command runs, you'll see in the log that the database connects to the latest Liquibase Pro version successfully. So that confirms that your license key is applied. It's important to know that Liquibase installation comes with JDBC drivers for popular database platforms such as Oracle, SQL Server, Postgres, MariaDB, Snowflake, and H2. If you're working with a different Liquibase supported database, visit the database tutorials documentation to download the drivers specific to your database. You're all set and ready to begin delivering database changes. Thanks for watching.